After an intense battle on the streets of El Terrell, the party circles about their fallen comrade, Johann, his body battered and bruised from the conflict in the alley with the devils strewn about. The halfling man, who was just moments from signing his soul away for the benefit of his children, stands in shock at what he has just witnessed. Harkina and her two boys cower across the road with nowhere to go. Lulu's ears are no longer standing on end. They sit limp next to a downtrodden face. You guys are looking at Johann as he is down on the ground unconscious.
Johann? Dylan reaches down and like tries to check his pulse and see if he's all right.
You're not getting any response.
You can fix him, right?
Oh, of course.
No. Tea maybe?
Oh, no. I got diamonds especially for this purpose. And he reaches into his pouch and then takes a diamond out and he lights it on fire, which seems weird because diamonds are typically flammable. And he puts it on Johann's chest and casts Revivify.
You guys notice as sparks kind of pop and swirl around Johann's chest. But he doesn't respond. You find this odd, Dylan.
Is it working?
I'm sure it'll take but a moment. Like our soul has to come back to his body.
Tatian sits crisscross applesauce on the ground next to Johann, just waiting patiently.
I'm sure any moment. He kind of like shakes him.
Like pops him on his helmet like she normally does, just like.
You notice that his body is beginning to grow cold. And no response. Seconds pass. Those seconds turn into minutes. And after a few minutes, Johann, his body, is still there, unresponsive.
I don't know what happened. That merchant sold me faulty diamonds.
Unison moves over and looks upon Johann's body. And there is a strange look grows on Unison's face as they look at Johann's corpse. And their head turns to the side and they look down. So devils weren't a good idea, Unison mutters as a slight smile grows across Unison's face. As they say this, you begin to see green vapors flow up from the ground at Unison's feet. And you hear a voice thunder as this mist grows up and envelops Unison.
Yath mij odyath, zim aizim rujev, rifrazapia, dorv rituja, hathir epils, piliti, klukwa las.
As the mist envelops Unison, you see hands grow up one after another and wrap about Unison's body. And
I try to punch the hands to free him.
make an attack roll.
Do I understand any of the words that were being said?
What languages do you speak?
The Celestial, Common, Halfling, Inferno, Thieves' Cant.
It sounded like Celestial, and you are able to pick up a couple of words. You heard failed the oath, receive your payment, and penance begins now. But there are a number of words about it that you do not understand.
Wow. Is anything happening to Johann's body while this is going on with Unison?
While this is happening, you notice that cracks are beginning to form on Johann's face. And out of it are bright red lights, kind of like shooting out. And his body disappears in a puff of black smoke. And as the hands grow up and enrapture Unison, Tatian, as you punch at the hands, they have no effect.
What is happening?
And as the hands are enveloping Unison just crosses their arms and they tilt their head back the opposite way. And they say, "Don't worry. I just have some business to take care of." And at that, Unison is pulled down into a green puff of smoke that plumes up into a mushroom and dissipates in an instant, as Unison and Johann are gone in that moment.
Why does this keep happening? Is it me? It has to be me.
It's not you, Tati. It's not you.
Every party that I join falls apart. People die and leave, and I'm still here, and I don't know what to do about it.
You take steps forward as you must. Death comes for us all, and the wind scatters about like leaves in the wind.
I told Vol that I'd protect you all.
Lulu moves over toward you, Johann, and wraps her trunk around you.
Wait, Johann?
Tatian.
Okay.
Lulu comes over to you, Tati, and kind of like gently wraps her trunk around you, as like a tear kind of like flows from a single tear kind of flows down from her eye, and she just says, "I'm sorry, friend. Losing friends is never easy, but it had." I'm sorry. What?
What?
Hmm?
I I'm sorry. I and you notice that she begins crying more than she was before. Um, she says, "I think I lost a friend here too."
Yeah. I walked up to Tati, 'cause I was standing farther back. I walk up to Tati and I give Tati a hug, if you would let me.
You what?
I wanted to give you a hug. 'Cause,
Yeah, for sure.
While they're hugging, Lion is going to stand up and dust his paws off, and then go tell Mozilla to get the tells Mozilla to try to like gather everybody around, make sure everybody's still safe and whatnot. We still have
Was
civilians, right?
Yeah. Harkina and her two boys. They they're hidden behind what used to be a fruit stall across the road, and the halfling that you all ran into is still trying to put together what just happened.
we Johann saved his life, right? He was about to make a bad deal and Johann stopped it, right? That's what happened.
I would say that's accurate.
So the Sky Pony would be happy. I think the Sky Pony would be happy with Johann.
The Sky Pony needs to give Johann back.
I agree with that as well. And Unison, after they get done paying their dues or handling their business, they can need to come back as well. This sucks. But we still have a job that we have to do.
Lulu wipes the tears from her eyes using her trunk and her ears, and she says, "Yeah, we have a job to do. We've got to protect these people, and we've got to stop that witch Zariel. This is her doing."
Yeah.
And she says, I'm going to scout out ahead." And she lifts herself up and floats up a little bit to start moving ahead. And she turns back before taking off, and she says, "Just I'll make sure these folks stay safe.
Yeah.
I'll be back in a moment after I see what we're dealing with here."
Yeah. We need to get our bearings. Probably get some food in our stomach and see where we need to go. I would like to talk to the halfling family, if that's okay. Like, I would like to
The
talk
the
to
only
them.
person there is you. You just see the older, what you can presume to be the father, but
Um, hey, sir. Um, how did you and your
yeah.
family get down here?
You mean how did we get down here? We're from here. Whatever the hell all of this is, just happened. It just happened. We were.
Where
We were.
is your family, sir?
He very cautiously points to what seems to be like a cellar, um, not far from where you guys are in the alley. We've
Let's
been here the past few weeks, and we've been running out of food, and everything
let's
here tastes terrible.
yeah. I I bet. Let's get out of the street. We're in the middle of the street, and more of those devils will come and attack us. Let's go to the bottom of the cellar and have this conversation. Um,
I tell Maz to try to lead everybody to the cellar so that we can all be in one place.
Okay. Maz, Maz kind of guides the Harkina and the halfling into the cellar, while um, while their head kind of like darts back and forth, very wary of their surroundings. And you guys begin walking down into this cellar that is very dimly lit.
Dylan, uh, talk to them. I'm gonna leave a note for our friend to let them know that we're in the cellar.
It makes sense.
Yeah.
Gladly.
A few moments later, Lulu floats back. This time a bit more composed than as she left. And she simply says, it's a mess out there, but I think we've got a straight shot to that high hall that they were talking about.
Yeah. Everybody else is in the cellar. We can discuss it there. And I lead her to where everybody else is.
Okay. As you guys move down into the cellar, it is a it is kind of like a standard grain cellar. And as you look around, there are boxes and burlap sacks all throughout, strewn about, with that have been stripped clean of any type of food or sustenance. Um, there were a number of boxes, there were a number of bags, all of them empty. And as you enter, you see two young halfling children, a boy and a girl, um, holding on to one another in the corner of one of the cellars. Um, the girl seems to be a bit older, and she is holding on to the boy as the boy holds on to a wooden toy of some kind. Without getting close, you can't really tell what it is, but their ears perk up at the sound of people approaching. And initially, as you enter, the the girl reaches for some sort of like earthenware that has been shattered to a point. And she lifts it in the direction of you guys entering, until she sees her father. And he says, It's all right, Thimmy. It's me, your father. And her and her brother, they get up and run toward their father and embrace him as he enters. He says, It's all right. They kept Dad safe.
Dylan immediately starts brewing a pot of tea and starts pulling out cups. So, you said you were running out of food?
He says, Yes, we've been here and we've been out of food for the past couple of days. I went out to try and scrounge what I could, and that's when I ran into the imp.
I'm gonna go ahead and cast Goodberry. I'm gonna make some good berries and pass them out to the family so that they can not be starving right now.
Do you eat any as well?
Yes, I'll have a good berry.
As you pop the good berry into your mouth, your senses are bombarded with a disgusting mush. As you begin to chew it. This is not how good berries taste.
Bad berries?
And the family, they are very while they're grateful for the food, you notice that they eat the good berry, but they are none too satisfied with the food, with the good berry as they consume it.
What? Like, what in the world? Can I make a nature check or a medicine check to understand why a good berry would be spoiled?
Sure, go for it. Make a nature check. You do receive the benefits of the good berry, so whatever health is restored is restored. But
can I use
it simply
guidance?
tastes disgusting. Sure.
Can I use guidance?
Yeah, nothing is stopping you from that.
I got a 12. Evas, I don't understand.
Maybe
why that would be next.
Do you think that there's more food in this high hall?
We can only hope. The tithe always went to the High Elder, to Thavius. And he...
Wait.
We haven't seen him, so we can only assume that his stores remain untouched.
Oh yeah, Thavius is in Baldur's Gate at the moment.
You said Thavius is in Baldur's Gate. What could he be doing in that den of sin?
Right now, rotting in a cell. Right?
if I remember correctly, Davius got pulled into the Nine Hells, right?
You are remembering
Like,
correctly, Malachi, yes.
yeah. We had a whole. I say no. We had a whole incident with Davius, and he got snatched up and brought down here.
Oh, well, then in that case, yeah, I have no idea where he could be.
Wait. This
Wait,
city that we're in right now used to be a part of Ankrel. I mean, not Ankrel. This used to be a part of.
This
El
is
Toro?
El
This is El
Toro
Toro.
as a whole got pulled down here.
So yeah, we're in El Terrell. Okay.
So
Okay.
when you ask the family how they get here, they did not move. The city did.
Okay. I was confused. Never mind. Carry on.
So, you said that Thavius Krieg is here,
Yeah. Krieg's here.
right? Is the High Overseer. Do you believe that he is behind this? That he's to blame for this?
It seems so.
You see his hand just kind of like ball up in a fist, and Harkina, upon hearing this, kind of covers her mouth in disbelief.
While we're having this conversation, can I be trying to I want to try to purify these good berries to see if they don't taste like sad berries anymore. I'm casting it as a ritual.
Tati's just sitting off in the corner of the room, kind of staring into the middle distance.
Yeah, you can try and purify the food.
I will.
Here, try this. And then I eat one.
Still gross.
Ah, damn.
Still gross. Jeez. All right.
Yeah, it provides sustenance, but it is disgusting.
Not happy. Not good time.
Okay. Well,
I asked. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, I was just saying that maybe we can go to this high hall and make Thavius answer for his crimes, no? And maybe get not shitty berries.
Answer for his crimes? How the hell is he going to answer for the death of my wife? My children no longer have a mother because of him. If this is indeed his fault, there's no answer to those crimes.
So what would you suggest, sir? I am Dyline, by the way. You may be...
You can call me Fenwick.
Fenwick. So do we not try to find him, Fenwick?
What good is there in trying to find him? We need to get out of this place. That is all that I desire. I want my kids far from this place. I have no interest in chasing a dead man's soul.
Would I? Wait. Oh, I need to take a short rest. Would I know where that portal was that sent us here? Would I know that location?
It is not a. It was not a portal. It was a planar shift spell.
Thank you. Yeah. I wouldn't know. I would need to take a short rest before I could help you, sir. I could try to help you with that, but I need to rest first.
He looks at you all and he says, "Why are you here? You're obviously not from Elturel."
We are here to put El Terrell back in its rightful place. But to do that, we must find Thavius, Rosario, and break the contract that they made that brought this place here to begin with. So I suggest that after we rest, of course, you can stay here. But I suggest that we leave to go try to sort this all out, as they say.
He stops and thinks for a moment, and he simply says, "If you're trying to put things back the way that they should be, the High Hall is indeed the place to go. If that is your path, we will go with you. If there's any hope, there are other survivors who have probably followed suit. And it is probably the most fortifiable place in the city.
Okay.
Should it be unaffected by the devils that have run amok." And after that, he just turns and he takes his children to kind of like lay them down on a couple of bed rolls that they have in the corner.
Shall we take a rest, friends, and then make our way to High Hall when we've gathered our strength?
Yeah, we should do that. What did you see when you went out scouting? I looked to our friend who scouted.
So Lulu says that the streets are a mess and there are devils about, but if we stick to the alleyways, the way to the High Hall that we're looking for, it is traversable. I noticed that they're not just devils here, there are demons, which seems to keep the devils occupied for now.
Would we have read about that when we were in Candlekeep?
I would say that you would have. There is many people assume that that devils and demons are the same, but they're actually quite different. And they both hate each other. Some simply say that they're two sides of the same coin, but devils believe that they are better than demons. Devils don't make anyone do anything that they don't want to, or that they have not agreed to. Demons will force anyone to do whatever they please. And there's certainly enmity between the two.
Okay. Well, when they say that but they're fighting each other, so that means somehow the demons are coming down here. Like they just rolling up.
I mean, some would argue that they're coming up since they're from the abyss. But
yeah, they're rolling up. Okay.
Nothing can stop them. They're on their way up.
All right. So maybe we can use a fight. Maybe we could somehow. I don't know how we're gonna do this. That was a bad idea. I was like, maybe we can cause a distraction that would be or that would sound like demons fighting devils, and that could be our cue to move. I don't know how to make that happen though.
If our goal is to move, I can make sure that we can move. We can stay on the move. Maybe we can just run through as quickly as we can and have just bank on them fighting each other, and then deal with whoever comes our way.
I can run through and clear the way, but Lulu said that it's a clear path.
Mm-hmm.
Let's take 30 minutes, maybe an hour, and if it's still clear, we'll make our move and go.
Oh, I need.
It's clear now. We should go.
I thought we were gonna take a rest, a short rest. But if y'all want to go, or if the youngins are ready to go, is his family ready or no?
He just put his
He
down.
just laid them down to rest.
Yeah. Taters, the kids are just sleeping. They gonna need at least. We gonna need a little bit.
Right. Okay.
Lion is already curled up. He started purring. He is asleep. Cat nap.
I will go and I want to stealth on, like, if we're in a cellar, so that means there's a building on top of us, right? Like a 1-story or 2-story building.
Theoretically, yes.
If there is, can I sneak upstairs and try to do some surveillance on the street, or where Lulu was saying the path where we can go?
I mean, you can go upstairs and see and try and see what you can.
Yeah,
give me a
upstairs.
stealth roll.
Yeah, I just want to go upstairs and see what I can, and not cause any havoc. With advantage because of boots. I got 25.
Yeah, you slip out, head upstairs. When you head upstairs, you find that much of this building that is above it, the second story upwards, is destroyed. But you are able to get into the first floor, and it is fairly intact. You can make your way up to the second floor, what remains of it. Kind of see out. If you look about from what you can see, there are a large number of other buildings that are also in different degrees of destruction. Very few of the buildings here still stand. You notice that there are various areas where there's blood on the road or in the streets, spattered on walls, and a few corpses strewn about. And the heat seems to intensify as you go higher.
Sweating a little bit. Frustrated. Do I need to? I'm gonna spend the next 10 to 20 minutes up here while I'm scouting around. just to say a quick prayer to the pantheon that I worship and the people, the pantheon I give praise to. And in particular, I ask Awelix for some guidance as I'm feeling a little lost.
What do you say?
To the pantheon, of to the great ancestors that I thank, to the great ancestors I give them praise, and I say thank you for allowing us just to get this far in our journey. I ask Awelix to guide our steps moving forward. I'm sad and heartbroken that some of my companions are no longer with me. And I hope and pray for strength to not let that burden drag the rest of my friends down with me. I don't want to be a burden to them, and I don't want them to suffer because of how I'm feeling. So I just ask for some grace and mercy on this difficult journey.
Give me a charisma check. I will use an inspiration to re-roll that. That was bad. That was bad, and my charisma What was it?
already bad.
It was a 2.
That was nope. Not being heard today. Not being heard today. That was
what
a
was
2 and a 3.
all right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you find it. You go up, you pray your prayer.
Yeah.
Do you return to the cellar to take your rest?
Yes. After I've tried to see what I can find.
All right. You all gain the benefits of a short rest as you recline and take a break for a couple of hours. Yes, Tatya?
Oh, sorry, this is Derica. Does temp HP go away after a short rest?
It does.
Okay, cool.
You have completed a short rest. Okay, cool. Okay.
After a couple of hours.
I'm not going to short rest. Is that a possibility? Never mind. Sorry, go ahead.
Temp HP goes away after, I believe it's a certain amount of time. I would say that because it is a short rest and you guys take about 4 hours, I think you would still have.
Yeah, I'm gonna short
left.
rest. I'll get my key points back at short rest, so I'm doing it.
Typically, in whatever effect gives you that temp HP, it sometimes says how long that temp HP lasts.
Yeah, and I think if it doesn't, it's just until it's gone or you take a rest.
I think typically I say that by default it is when the combat scenario ends, because it's typically like 10 rounds, which is a minute. Is the typical timing of that. But if the effect of whatever gave you that temp HP says otherwise, it is then that. After a couple of hours, you guys rest. You see that Fenwick has he's prepared his kids to go, giving them both cloaks to cover their heads, and he has just a sack with a few doodads and personal effects in it, as they are preparing to head off, as is Harkina and her boys. Moving out from there, I need all of you to make stealth checks.
Before we take, do you have pass without trace?
I do not. I am not
I have
high
pass
enough
without
level.
trace. I will cast pass without trace.
I was gonna ask my guy if he had a weapon or any type of way to defend himself.
You see that he has a dagger at his hip. Yes.
Okay, cool.
I have boots of elven kind, but it's not just moving silently. We're trying not to be seen, right? Do I get my advantage?
You're trying not to be seen.
Okay, so I'll just roll it straight.
Wait, I thought boots of elven kind. I have boots of elven kind. I thought that you roll.
It's advantage sound. It's sound only. So if it's like if I'm trying not to be heard.
Yeah.
So,
Well, okay, wait.
So
yeah.
I wouldn't get advantage then. Oh, I've been doing that wrong. I'm sorry.
everybody gets a +10 bonus to their stealth checks.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want me to re-roll that since I rolled with advantage?
I mean, you just, what was the first roll that you got?
A 16.
Because that would just be
26.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah, without advantage, it's just whatever you roll the first time.
Okay, cool.
And you guys slip up onto the streets as you're at street level once again. Lulu flies a little bit ahead and away from you guys so as not to draw attention to you. And you guys are able to move up and start moving through the city as you keep to the alleys as Lulu instructed. After a couple of hours, you finally make it to High Hall. Excuse me. As you make your way to High Hall, you are as you approach High Hall, you begin to see a number of devils circling about, and you see a number of devils around High Hall, and it seems like they are trying to plan some sort of defensive. You can see you see this large structure that is on a cliff, and it is very clearly at one point the greatest building in the city of El Terrell. At this point, only 3 of its 5 watchtowers still stand, but they appear to be abandoned. The wooden gates that once led into the castle grounds have been shattered, and there's a gaping hole in the wall. The west side of the castle has been demolished, as it is just a pile of smashed brick and broken wood. And the surviving buildings are covered in a pitch black soot. At the center of the castle grounds, though, the cathedral still stands as the last full building that is there. As you look on, you don't see many devils inside. You see a few. They seem to be just kind of like looking around surrounding buildings, looking for something. You only count 3 from where you are.
Mm-hmm. Can we avoid them? Are we able to avoid them?
You can make a stealth check.
I think we should avoid them so that we're not getting into a fight with children around.
That makes sense to me.
Yeah. All right. Can we try to swerve, or like if they're? You said they're on what side of the building again? Like, can we try to like swerve, like hit a corner, and try to?
Yeah, I mean they're just to the east side of the building.
Yeah. Let's give them a wide berth and try to avoid a fight if we can.
Yes. I need a lot more rest before we start fighting people. It is key that we do not fight.
All right. So I will try to stealth ahead so that and try to mark a path for us to go.
Go ahead and make a stealth check.
I'm trying not to be seen or heard. So can I do this with advantage or no?
No, just a regular stealth check.
All right. I would like to use guidance if that's okay.
Yeah,
Yes,
go.
no.
I mean that. You.
Okay. I was just trying to make sure. All right, I got a 16.
Okay. So you begin kind of moving ahead, and the coast seems to be clear from where you are.
I wave everybody else over. Wait, I do I still get? How long is Pass Without Trace?
An hour.
That would be 26. Okay, never mind. Yeah, I wave everybody over.
As you wave everyone over, you hear a whoosh sound as something flies above you. And then you hear that sound twice again.
Oh no.
As you look up, you see a host of these creatures swoop above and swirl about. As you see these armored individuals with blackened wings flying above with great swords and spears. As the creatures look down at you, you hear one of them say,
More of the mortals. This will be a good prize, shall it not?
You see one more fly into the middle of the 4. And this one is something familiar about this one. As this devil lifts his head, and through a scarred visage with blackened wings and through pitch black hair that is thrown in its face, you see Johann floating in the center of these devils, looking at you all. And I will have Hal introduce his character when we return from a break.
What?
We will be back in 10 minutes. Hal, can you describe your character to us?
Well, you've got a fairly familiar looking person. The armor you've seen before, although now looks like it's been through hellfire. It's all black and sooty. Johann's height and build, you can see enough through his helmet that it's him, although his signature back poles with the that are made to look like wings, he actually has black feathery wings that are trailing purple flame. And his eye color is no longer blue, he has purple eyes. Does he have his mount, or are we going to do that in the future?
He is currently riding a nightmare.
Yes,
With
a dark black horse with fire for mane and tail. So either the horse is flying, or he's flying and holding the horse between his legs. It's not clear.
Wow.
You landed on the
Okay.
on the nightmare, which is on the ground.
Fair enough. He did come down, sword drawn, with a shield. You recognize it's the same shield, and looked like he was ready to fight. And then he stops.
I need you to make I need you to make a perception check, Johann.
Johann, perception. Did that go through?
It did.
I didn't hear anything. Okay.
With a 9, you feel like something about this group is familiar. You don't know what it is. Maybe you fought them before. Maybe they're responsible for your death. But you sense anger flying up, as I need all of you to roll for initiative. And this will be done without a battle map. So
Thank God for this short bow warning.
Got a 17.
okay.
23.
I got a dirty 20.
All right. So I need so Tatian, you see Johann looking strikingly different. What would you like to do?
He's landed, right?
He is on a flaming horse. So yes.
Okay, and how far away?
He's about 30 feet from you.
I'm gonna throw a dart at him because Tati thinks this is some sort of Avernus trick. And this is one, and just in case it's not, actually, sorry, she's gonna throw the dart at whoever's standing closest to who looks like Johann, the one who looks like Johann.
Standing or flying closest? 'Cause
Doesn't matter. Whoever's
they're currently aloft.
physically closest. And I'm going to use an inspiration to negate the disadvantage I'd have of throwing this from like a longer range. that's a nat 20. So 27.
Well, I mean that's that's a critical hit, so you know there's that.
Cool. Okay.
That's a D6 plus.
So that would be 12 damage total.
Okay. You fling this dart at this flying devil, and he takes the hit, and then grabs the dart and flings it to the ground. And he looks at Johann, and you hear him say in Infernal. You hear him say in Infernal.
What are we to do with these interlopers, General?
I respond back in Infernal. General? Oh, General, that's Johann. And then I throw another dart. Because I just remembered I have multiple attacks.
Go for it.
Yeah. Get away from Johann! That's
yeah, I'm still not gonna get close because I'm still not sure what's happening. So I'm gonna throw another dart. Gonna use another inspo so that I don't roll a disadvantage. Does a 15 hit? I'm hitting the same devil that I hit the first
It
time.
unfortunately does not hit.
Okay.
Yeah, it just kind of veers off and hits the ground behind them.
Cool. Cool. I'm done. Sorry, I'm gonna use a key point, take the dodge action, and I'm gonna end my turn then.
And now you're done. Okay, cool. So these Johann, how do you respond as these people that you feel like are your enemies have just attacked your the devils under your command?
I didn't know they were going to be under my command. I would feel like I'd have to order them in to recon their asses.
Yeah, you get this memory of reconnaissance, and you command them to move accordingly. And confused at what you mean by recon at first, they all fly forward, and as they zoom forward, one of them flies toward you, Tatian. One of them flies toward you, Malachi, and one of them flies toward Dylion.
Dislike.
They don't care as they roll and hit you, Tatian, with a
disadvantage.
disadvantage.
I
Oh, that is true.
dodged.
They have disadvantage. Yes, they do hit you at disadvantage.
That's right.
So,
Disrespectful.
yeah, they hit you doing 6 points of bludgeoning damage. With a the one that flies towards you, Die Lion, swings and misses. Both of their attacks, and the one that flies toward you, Malachi, swings and misses theirs as well. As you try and fly towards you to attack. As they attack you, Malachi, what would you like to do in response? Seeing who you previously thought was your friend, Johann, standing in front of you, commanding these devils to attack.
I yell, Johann, we're your friends. Stop this. And as I say that, I'm going to pull out the special rapier, because since this person wants the business. Yeah.
It's clobbering time.
The Spire Arctica, because I'm just not gonna get stabbed. I'm just not gonna get
clobber with a rapier, but you can.
Yeah.
Oh,
Hey.
I'm a pistol whip. I'm gonna hit him with the with the
So you're gonna use it wrong. Got it.
I'm using it right. I'm using it right because the handguard can be used as a bludgeoning weapon. No, I'm just joking. I'm going to Unit's not gonna stab me like you crazy, so he's gonna get the stabby stab.
So while you make that attack roll, Johann, can you make a wisdom check for me?
Save or check?
A check, perception.
Because I'm way better at saves. Okay. A perception check.
Well, we're not here for saves right now.
I'm all about the saves.
Yeah, you don't recall this friendship that he's referencing.
Yeah, that's. I know the signs of friendship. That's pulling out weapons.
Oh my god!
Just like Tom said.
Yeah,
I got a 22 to hit.
You do recall this. You do recall this short halfling yelling at you at some point.
When did I yell at him?
Always. You yell at everyone.
Yeah, I yell at
him. Okay. Every time he punts it.
Okay, chat. We need some help recalling the many times that Malachi has yelled at Johann, because apparently
next week we'll have a full clip video of just Malachi yelling at people.
Oh
Yeah.
my god! I didn't realize.
Yes, because on every stream.
I did not realize I was the Bernie Mac / Samuel Jackson of our crew. I am sorry. I will stop yelling at folks.
Listen,
I don't
this
remember
is a conversation for another time.
Shut the fuck up, Johann. No, you got this.
What is that attack roll for me?
Okay, so
Johann, just
I was going to use it. I'm using a bonus action to use a planar warrior, which I've done before. So it's the Spartica. So first it's the regular piercing damage, which is the D8 plus 3.
Wait, what was the attack? What was the attack roll?
Oh, 22.
Okay, that hits. All right.
Thank you. I'm so sorry. I did not say that. I got so that's D. So that's 3 plus 3. So that's 6 plus another plus a D6 because of frozen damage, which is 1. So that's 7 plus planar warrior, which is a D8, which is 7. Ooh, okay. So that's 14 points of piercing damage. I I don't get sneak attack because nobody's near him, right? None of my allies are
So
near him.
14 points of piercing damage.
14 points of force damage.
14 points of force damage. Okay. All right.
Yeah, it's frozen force damage. So the I cannot say that word.
Espada.
Sparta are okay. yes, the Sparta. That's I said it. The Sparta turns its ice covered blade turns blue, white, and in sea green as it stabs into the guy's kneecap because I'm short.
Yeah, as you does so, you draw some blood on that hit. With that, what was that initiative roll for you, Dylan?
17.
Okay. You see Malachi stab this demon in the kneecap. What do you do in response?
I'm going to very forcefully remind everybody that we are not to fight, and I'm going to use a level 4 command and tell everybody to get prone. Like, enough! Like in a very liony world. So I'm going to force everybody to take a wisdom check, and if they fail, they fall prone.
Us too?
Yeah, everyone.
Everyone. I said we're not fighting.
Cool. Oh.
Wisdom check.
Spell.
I get four creatures that I can hit. Right.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
So who's the 4 creatures?
So let me hit Johan, the devils, and then you, Lawrence. I'll let the devil fighting me keep going, but everybody else.
Yeah.
So you just stand.
I'm going to use an inspiration to re-roll that. I rolled. I think I rolled a 12. But I'm going to use one of my inspirations to re-roll that.
What kind of save is it?
Wisdom.
Yeah.
Yep. God, I rolled bad again. I think I got a 14.
All right, so you fall prone.
Not the position I want to be in when the devil's standing on top of me.
Well, he falls prone too, so you know.
Yeah, now you're eye to eye. It's fine.
But the devils and Malachi all fall, Dylion, but you notice that Johan, there's something defiant in him as he resists the command that you've given. Johan, could you make a wisdom perception check again for me?
That's that human privilege.
You
I had
recall
a cool move in mind, assuming I wouldn't know who these people were now.
You begin to.
So I roll worse.
You have a memory of a commander. You have a memory of an officer of a certain city telling you to get down. And you.
Yeah, I don't do that.
You somehow, but you do. But you recall that this halfling was there with you and was petitioning for you in that moment. You don't know exactly what was going on, but you recall it.
I can still do what I wanted to do. That'll still fit in perfect.
Yeah, you will have disadvantage on attack rolls against the halfling on your turn, which is right now.
Oh, I still have a bonus action, correct?
Oh, you do have a bonus action. Yes, you do.
I will then summon. I will summon Maz as my bonus action. All right,
Okay.
and then placing him like right next to Hal and to Johan and Malachi.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'll end my turn.
Got you.
All right. Is it Johan's turn?
It is Johan's turn.
Okay. I don't take kindly to being commanded.
This makes sense.
Yes. So in response, what I would like to do about it is that lion man person who presumed to command me, I will channel divinity and abjure him.
Okay.
I will try to look as impressive as I can. I'll spread my wings out and hold my sword high and inform him that I am the chosen angel of death of the Sky Pony. You don't presume to command me. Look upon me and no fear.
Good.
And then I'll abjure him. So he gets
make a wisdom saving throw, right?
This is a wisdom save, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Which I assume you're good at. So this probably won't work the way Johan wants it to, but I'm still going to do it.
18.
Okay. So you pass. You are not actually frightened of me, but you're still scared enough that your speed is halved.
Alrighty.
Okay.
Slow.
Is that your turn, Johan?
That is an action, and I want to spend my bonus action looking all impressive and speechifying.
As Johan grabs the reins of his nightmare, his nightmare goes up on its hind legs and lets out an echoing neigh as Johan's wings spread, which is twice his impressive wingspan of his arms. So, with that, Tatian, what would you like to do?
Hearing him yell about the Sky Pony, I'm like, oh, it is Johan. So I'm gonna run up to him, and do something stupid. Okay, I'm gonna climb up Johan and tap him on the helmet. Are you wearing a helmet?
Yeah.
Okay, wrap him on the helmet like I always do, and go, hey, we're your friends. Stop.
Could you make a perception check, Johan?
Well, if 19 didn't do it, this is.
Can I give him advantage?
From the bonk.
No, as you recall this little kobold riding on your head at one point, and you sense a feeling that you have not felt. It's a warm feeling, feeling of familiarity.
Is the power of friendship going to overcome the power of swords and hate?
You also recall the circumstances under which you met this tiny kobold, in the death of a friend of yours. And you hear an encouraging word in this friend's voice.
That is seldom heard.
Indeed it is. Aurelia, could you give a word of advice to your friend?
Johann, you know who your true friends are. Stop this now.
Johann, as you hear these words, there's something pulling inside of you. Your wings, they begin to retract and shudder. And you hear in the back of your mind an infernal.
Do you really give up your ransom to me, boy? Are you going to betray the contract that your parents have for you? Do you truly believe that you can fight destiny? I will take what is mine.
Well, I am realizing that if I truly were an avenging angel of death, I wouldn't have devils under my command. That doesn't track. This Sky Pony's turning out to be a real douchebag.
You have done good, and what has good gotten you? Look around you. These that you traveled with are destined for death. Yet you show quarter to them.
Okay, well, I will resolve that, the Sky Pony has been nothing but a lie my whole life. It just tortures me at night. I called out to him for help as I died, and it just ended up turning me into something that just feels hate and rage. So I'm going to take it out on his other minions. I will resist the urge to pick up this little puppy thing by its neck and punting it, and I will attempt to punt the devils instead.
Yeah. Punt the devil. Kick the Satan. Punt the
As as you have this turn of perspective, Johann. You hear one last voice. You hear one last sound from this voice.
So you choose to skirt your destiny. I will find you. You're in my hell now, boy. You will never be rid of me.
Johann, what would you like to do? And I give you inspiration, by the way.
I'm going to charge the devil that's attacking Dylion. I'll trust Tatian to hang on rather than throw her off.
Go for it. As Johann zooms toward the devil that is attacking Dylion.
Do I need to make a check to hold down? I wasn't really expecting him to charge.
Yeah, I need you to make a strength check. A strength save. But yeah. You against all odds, hold on to the newly grown horns that protrude from Johann's head, from that curl out from the helmet.
Andy.
I will smite anyone who calls them handles. Telling you now.
Seriously? Just hurt my feelings.
All right. With that,
19 hit.
and with that 19, it does hit.
Or 11 damage.
As you lift your long sword and slash at this devil, the purple flames that were glowing from your blackened wings have grown a light blue color, and that power swirls about your longsword. I need you to roll 2d8.
Oh, but I'll take it.
As you slash with the sword, you feel additional power as you cut into this creature. He turns with the long sword lodging itself in its shoulder. He is puzzled. And there's a bit of drool beginning to come from its mouth as it looks up to you, puzzled. And he says,
The General. What is this?
The power of friendship, bitch.
I'll tell him to flee or be destroyed.
Oh.
it grits its teeth and attacks you with a spear, but it is easily deflected by your armor. Malachi, what would you like to do? Because you are prone right now, but you have seen Johann seemingly turn on the devils that he used to command.
All right. With a renewed hope, renewed hope, and
It's a Star Wars movie, I'm pretty sure.
yeah. With
Guys, if you only knew the power of the dark side.
yeah. See. Malachi sees this turn of events as his pantheon answering his prayers. So he's going to stand up. And since I'm face to face with one of the devils, I'm going to use the bonus action to steady aim. And
I thought you were gonna praise dance.
I'm not gonna praise dance. But I'm not going to use my bonus action to steady aim. I'm going to use my bonus action to Hunter's Mark.
Okay.
And yeah, so yeah, we're going to use a thing to Hunter's Mark. And I'm going to use a natural 20 to stab him in the face.
Okay.
Alrighty.
Yeah.
Give me that damage. While this is happening, you go ahead and calculate the damage. Johann, as you have ridden forward, as you ride forward, you notice that your wings are retracting, and the feathers are beginning to fall off and shed.
Do I get sneak attack because I chose to use natural 20, use his natural 20 or no? Or
No.
because I would have had advantage because he's on the ground.
You do have
Prone.
advantage because he is prone, so there's that, yes.
You do that.
Okay, so I will get sneak attack damage. Or no. Because of advantage, I do get sneak attack damage.
If you have advantage, you get sneak attack. Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. So, okay. Just sorry, I'm bad at doing this. So it's 8 plus 12
It's 20.
plus another 8 plus 12 plus another 12 is
32.
32. And then I add up the rest of the dice that I rolled, right?
I'm not sure what that question is asking.
Okay, so when we do crits, it's all the dice that we normally roll, we max, and then we roll the other set of dice.
All of the damage from the weapon is maxed on the roll. So
Sorry.
you're not. Yeah, whatever bonuses aren't added to that.
I was confused. I'm sorry. So 8 plus 6,
14.
14. And then Hunter's Mark is D6. So that was 4 plus 5 plus another 5, so 10. So 10, 14, 28. 28 plus and the 9. So 28 plus 9.
28 plus 9 is 37.
That's yeah.
Okay.
So, I am so sorry. I'm bad with math, y'all. I'm sorry.
So 37 points of damage. 37 points of damage. How do you do it?
Oh, I get up. I get up and I don't just say anything. I get up and fly through the eye.
And as you do so, the devil's body just disappears in smoke and ash.
All right.
Dylan, what would you like to do?
So there's still one devil down, and then one in front of me that Johan's fighting, correct?
Yeah, that looks worse for wear. So,
I am going to. I'm going to just take a step back and this man with a. Yeah, I'm just gonna hit this man with a ray of frost.
okay. What's the save on that?
Oh, it's
Sure.
it's an attack roll.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Sorry.
Does 18 hit?
And
18.
18 does hit. Yes.
And then so 10 cold damage. And then as my bonus action, I will have Maz teleport me and just teleport me about 15 feet back.
Okay. What was the damage on that ray of frost, by the way?
10.
Okay. So yeah, this frost comes up and envelops this devil as you teleport back. Johan, what would you like to do?
Wait, is it my turn?
Yeah, I was surprised it was my turn, so I think Tatian.
Johan, you were at the bottom of the order. You had a bonus action because of plot.
I see.
Hey,
Oh,
okay.
got it.
Got it. All right. Well, then I will. For the first time in my life or afterlife, now as the case may be, I will not pray to the sky pony for strength. I will invoke my Karen-like rage, my holy rage for strength.
Oh no, we've created a monster. Oh no.
Holy Spirit activation. Holy Spirit activation.
All right, go for it.
With the power of, can I speak to the manager?
I am your manager.
The 13 does not hit.
Well, that's fine because I get 2 attacks. I'll hit him again.
Mm-hmm. 24 does hit for sure.
All right, and I, in true Karen form, will consume a spell slot to smite him.
Oh my god.
I don't like that you said in true Karen form. That's terrifying. Don't give them spell slots.
What is the damage on that?
This ain't got no cheese on it.
Is it D8 per spell slot?
It's
Divine Sleight is D8 per spell slot, so I'll do it.
Per spell slot. Yeah, so 2d8 plus the weapon damage.
Yeah, so it'll be that. But also, I gotta learn how to Karen better.
And this is the same. This is the same devil that you slashed before, correct?
It is.
Okay. How do you finish it?
By telling him I am your general, and just like chop right at the base of his neck, try and take that head right off of him.
And you do so as you hew the head from the rest of its body. The head begins to fall down, and before it hits the ground, it disappears in soot, in flames and ash. The last devil stands up and, realizing what has happened, begins to try and fly away, soaring about 60 feet. Tatian, what would you like to
Is
do?
he close enough for an attack of opportunity?
No.
Dang.
Aw.
Okay. I am going to. Okay. 60 feet away.
Mhm.
Dang it. Well, I hate that.
I mean, he's about 75 feet away from you, but
Yeah.
You are fast enough to walk.
In the air though.
yeah, in the air.
So that's not ideal. Okay. In that case, I'm gonna look down at Johan and go, "Good job, buddy," and tap him on the helmet, and climb down. And I'll hold my action if anything tries to attack us, but I think that's that.
Indeed. So, as you begin to recall the moments leading up to your demise, Johan, you do recall these being the friends that you traveled with. And as you recall that you called out to the Sky Pony, and the Sky Pony did not gift you as you thought he would, but instead you've been cursed. At this point, your wings are almost gone. It seems that your turn of action has caused them to begin to wilt away.
Nobody look. It's cold.
I hate you.
And as your wings have disappeared, you look about as your friends are looking at you.
I'm not. I'm collecting my darts.
I was gonna shoot that last guy.
I mean, you can go for it. It'll be at disadvantage.
I'm trying to gather.
Seriously, guys, does it feel a lot colder to you now?
I think it's because your wings are shrinking.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
He might be used to the climate too. I mean, who knows?
Yeah. But, I mean, I remember it being like hot and oppressive. It just kind of feels nice now.
Seems like a good trade to me.
What was that attack roll?
Yeah, I grabbed my short bow and I was using steady aim to shoot because I have 80 feet. So I got 16.
That does not hit. The arrow flies.
Darn.
So fast.
All right. He's gone.
And as you sheathe your longsword, Johann, you notice the halfling that you interfered for before is kind of like looking at you, kind of unsure of what to think as he's shielding his children. You recall intervening to save this halfling's life.
I'll pet my nightmare on the neck and assure him, these are friends, Karen. We're not going to hurt them.
Oh, it's staying.
Its name is Karen.
Tom to me.
Whose man says this? That's hilarious.
I think that's as good a place as any for us to end our adventure.
Yeah, because that was a weird noise Lawrence made, and I don't think we can come back from that.
I'm just like, your nightmare is named Karen. There's so many allegories and things that is tied.
My nightmare's name is Sarah.
My nightmare should sometimes been Karen. Like,
all right. My name is Winston Lewis III, and I am the DM here of this rowdy bunch of adventurers. This has been Baldur's Gate: Descent into Avernus on D&D Episodicals 4. It has been a joy. It has been fun. I hope that you all had fun as well. As I said before, as being the DM, I'm also a game designer and a voiceover artist. So, yes, that gives me some level of ability to withstand the ridiculousness of this group. And this group that is composed of these wonderful people who will introduce themselves.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's me, Chris. I play Dylion today, and I play Fowler Alvin on Tuesdays, doing Shadowrun with the lovely Derica and some awesome people, hopefully in the chat today. Yeah, that's me.
Hey everyone, I'm Derica. I play all of the games that I can always, and I also work with Winston on YouTube stuff for REM and play on Tuesday nights, and also help with our Patreon, which you can join and we are finishing up a revamp of the tiers. So March we'll have a whole new tier set and rewards and all those things. So be on the lookout for that announcement. And yeah, I'm a Hufflepuff. I hate it here. It's a typical Saturday.
Hal?
Good morning, everybody. I still play Johann. Now Johann the Dark Knight instead of Johann the Black Swan.
Your
yes.
Batman arc.
Yes. I was really tempted to make a Harry Potter themed wizard, but I realized I don't know anything about Harry Potter, so I couldn't use that. So Fallen Johann it is. It's good to be here. Thanks, Winston, for letting me do my ruse about I can't make it. Oh, I'm here. So,
It's awesome.
hopefully it was fun.
It was awesome.
It was fun for me.
And that's what matters. Lawrence?
It hurt my feelings. Hi, I'm Lawrence, also known as Ananzi101 on Twitch. You can find me streaming on Twitch with some of my friends that you also know on Hey, what's up? It's us. That's where we stream at. Also, I stream on my channel. I'm a political commentator. I'm an international street dancer. I do a bunch of stuff, and I also play Malachi with my friends here as Saturday mornings, and sometimes I feel like laughing and crying all in a span of 2 to 3 hours. So like this is yeah.
Indeed. You can catch us here every Saturday, along with some of the other great streams that we've got here at Rim Alternus all throughout the week. We've got great content here on Twitch, on YouTube. We have podcasts on Spotify. And as Derek has said, join our Patreon, become a patron and support for just a couple bucks a month. You can get access to a lot of cool opportunities and content that we create and allow us to make better and more content. Join our Discord. That's where we hang out, and that's where you get apprised of all of these wonderful opportunities, and it's where you can get connected to the wonderful community that we have here at RIM. So in all those things, we thank you for joining us, folks. We thank you for being here with us week in and week out. It is indeed, it has been a fun time here, and I do appreciate y'all. Y'all been present. And yes, it was through the power of Karen that we have gotten by today.
Is it Karen or caring? Am I right?
Is there a difference?
I think with that, I think it is time for us to say goodbye. We will see you next week, everybody. Love you. Have fun. Be excellent. Be good people.
Yeah.
Peace.
Love ya.